Good morning, guys. I've started off today by printing off some consent forms. I'm going to tell you all about my project in a minute. It's called More Than My Makeup. I'm very excited about it, but right now I'm in a bit of a rush, so I got to get going. Guys, check this out. So I'm on my way to meet my friend, and there's just a rabbit hanging out with a cat on the next door porch. Just not in an enclosure, just totally chilling out. I've never seen anything like that. This looks like it should be on the front of some kind of postcard. Oh my god. All my dreams are coming true. What is this? Honestly. What is happening right now? What is happening? And look, there's no gate. It's completely open. And the two of them are just best buds. It's
They're
like
just hanging out, dude. They're just having brunch.
It's like everything a parent wishes for their children. They're just friends. Lizzie, what did you get to eat?
Blueberry muffin.
Beautiful.
I've been getting these from the same place ever since I was like 5.
So you recommend?
Oh yeah. This is Field's blueberry muffins.
I got myself a pair of steamed barbecue pork buns and soy sauce. I can't see myself now. I can't get these in Ireland, or I haven't figured out where to get them, and they're my favorite things, so it's a great tragedy. And every time I visit Lizzie, I have to make sure that I get some. Feels like a little pond. Like
Actually does.
If this was a lot bigger, I'd put a fish in it.
Oh damn! You just want to put animals in everything.
No, I just love fish so much.
Orange juice.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And could I grab an iced coffee?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, thank you. Oh, you're
Excuse
funny.
my thirst. I need a sip of this just real quick.
Amazing. So I'm just gonna have a quick chat with you guys. I've got some really exciting news. I have got just one subject left in my degree. I did a double in journalism and philosophy.
Oh, she fancy. She educated.
Interestingly, I was actually doing my degree in journalism and psychology, but then when I moved to Ireland, I wasn't able to study psychology long distance, so I changed to philosophy. And I have a little bit of everything in there, but I've actually been invited to do an honours year in journalism, which I'm really excited about.
She advanced as hell.
So next year I've got my first paying industry relevant job.
Wow.
I'm doing social media management and marketing for a small business. And then in 2019 I'm going to do my masters in journalism, no, my honours in journalism, and then my masters in marketing. And now that I've finished uni, I'm really excited about doing some things as a journalist and really sort of, you know, opening myself up to new things. And I came up with an idea for a project called More Than My Makeup. And I've started interviewing 300 women all around the world, all different ages, about their relationship with makeup and self-esteem and body confidence, just to show that women have really interesting stories and are so much more than what you see at face value. And my idea is just to create this gallery of stories from women about who they are, and of them all being seen without makeup. And Liz here was actually one of the first people that I chatted to. And if you have a look at the More Than My Makeup page, she is the first interview which went live. She's actually got it up on her phone here, so that you see that.
Can you see?
Yeah, it should just quickly. Let me adjust the focus real quick. Maybe hold it just a little bit further back. Come on.
I'll do the freaking beauty blogger trick.
Do the beauty blogger. So that's the Instagram page there. And as you can see, Liz is at the very bottom, and there's a few new faces which have gone up in the meantime. I'm really excited about it. You can find them anywhere with the hashtag More Than My Makeup. I have a website live at the moment at ingeniusblue.com, but I'm actually going to be rebranding to lenaklein.com on the 8th.
Finally.
Finally, dropping Ingenious Blue, I'm just becoming Lena Klein.
Rest in peace.
Yes, I've really been excited about updating my name for a while now, because Ingenious Blue is a name that me and my dad came up with when I was around 13. and it was inspired by a comment that a boy had made. And I feel like
Oh, great. Let's just have everything stem from men, shall we?
no. Men I love so many men, but I feel like this should have been
such angry feminists.
No, I feel like this should have been something that came from me. Like it should have been a decision that I made, and I made the decision, but it was largely prompted by a lot of other people, and it was never a name that I was entirely sold on.
No, I never.
I never really particularly liked it. I just kind of picked it because it was unusual.
Whenever I asked you about it, you never really had a lot to say.
No,
you never had anything to speak from the heart with.
I've never really liked it. And something that I noticed was people who had followed my YouTube for years still couldn't spell it, still couldn't pronounce it, still misunderstood it. And so I thought that just changing to my name, now that I'm a trained journalist, would be a really cool action.
So mature.
So I'm really excited. So on the 8th of January, my new website will be going live at lenaklein.com. I'm going to put links to everything in the description. Some of those won't be active until the 8th, some of them might change, but I'll make sure to always be posting updates on all my accounts. If you already follow me on things like Twitter and Instagram, those accounts aren't going to change, so there's no need to sort of worry. It's just the names that are going to change. If you're following me, you'll stay following me. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to use my degree to tell people stories and do something that I'm passionate about. So it's going to be really cool. I'm actually working on a second project as well at the moment, which is still very much under wraps and a bit of a secret. But when I'm ready, you guys will hear about it. But it's really fun to do some stuff that's journalism related, especially now. I haven't been posting videos for a long time. I have kind of vanished off online things. And the reason for that was that not only was I in my final year of university, I've been diagnosed with a condition, a chronic, incurable condition, what a gem, called endometriosis. It took me 10 years to get a diagnosis, and I had kind of given up, so I was very depressed. I thought, you know, they're not going to figure out what this is, I'm not going to get any help. Sadly, endometriosis isn't curable. All the treatments are only sort of temporary. And what it does, I always get a bit embarrassed, but I think the uterus is just a body part, and it's better to just be frank.
Totally. Especially when it's something that people don't talk about, and so many people live with and have no idea what's going on.
It took me 10 years to get a diagnosis, and if someone else had said these words in front of me, maybe I would have figured it out sooner. What happens is that the tissue that usually grows inside the uterus starts growing in other places. So in my case, I had uterine tissue growing on my bowel and my bladder. And whenever I got my period, obviously those places bled as well, meaning that I got scars across my bowel and my bladder and my intestines and the outside of my uterus, because you bleed and there's nowhere for the blood to go. So I was in a lot of pain. And I got misdiagnosed with allergies, food intolerances, IBS, a million other things. And when I came to Australia this year, or this time, I had surgery and they actually operated. You might have seen my post on Instagram. I'll put a link to that below as well, because it has a bit more of the story, a bit more context. And they actually managed to remove a lot of the scars. My problem now, which is a little bit daunting, is that there's nothing I can really do now, because all those scars are going to grow back. I've tried hormonal contraceptives as a way of managing it. My body's not compatible with them. And so I now have to try using a different medication, which is quite expensive and has no guarantee of working. So it's a little bit daunting that I could be in chronic pain for the rest of my life.
Yeah, unfortunately it's very under-researched. There's nothing preventative that you can do. It's just a case of managing it, the same as anxiety or anything else like that.
They don't know what causes it. They haven't found a cure. They know very little about how and why it happens, and how and what happens to the woman it does happen to. And so I have been a little bit sad about it. And the last 6 months I was in a lot of pain. Now, physically, my body is healed from the surgery. I'm able to think a lot clearer than I have been, but I'm sort of, I'm faced with this prospect of seeing what's going to happen next. But it's been incredible, because the more I speak about it, the more I realize that I know so many women who have this condition.
Totally.
I think it's something, I'm not 100% certain, but I think it's something like 1 in 10 women have this condition. It's not uncommon.
And it's likely more.
It's not spoken about. Women are told that this amount of pain is normal, or that it's just part of life, and it's not, it shouldn't be.
We're told to stop being hysterical.
Told to stop being hysterical.
Hysterical!
But I would just as an example of how severe my periods do get. Last year, I got my period one time, and I woke up in the morning. No, I mean, obviously I get it, but this is an example of how bad it can get.
Yes.
Is I woke up in the morning and I was blind.
Wow.
I woke up and I was blind, and I threw up, and I stood up and I fainted. And I had to take all my clothes off because even just having anything touching my skin caused me pain. If I had a t-shirt on, the material against my skin caused me pain.
Hypersensitivity, right?
Yeah, throwing up, felt really nauseous, and I thought I was gonna die. I wanted to die. And I got taken to hospital in an ambulance, and they told me that the reason I went blind was because I was in so much pain that my body had stopped functioning. And I had had doctors tell me that level of pain was normal. And in the hospital they did blood tests, and endometriosis, it doesn't come up in blood tests, it doesn't come up in ultrasounds. The only way to get a concise, what's it called?
Diagnosis.
The only way to get a diagnosis is by being cut open and being looked at.
It's largely just symptomatic. There's nothing that can indicate it other than
you need
the
surgery.
results.
They have to look at you and they have to see if you have it, and I have it. I have it quite severely. But I went to hospital and they said your blood is clear, your scan is clear, and they gave me fluids and they sent me home. And it got to the point where I was doubting my own sanity. I was like, am I doing this to myself? Is this a mental issue that I have? And it's just that it's so difficult to diagnose. And that's it, really. I thought it'd be really good to just have a really honest, frank conversation with you guys, because maybe if you guys have any questions about the surgery, about the recovery, about my diagnosis, feel free to comment them below. I'm really happy to answer questions because it's something I'm passionate about. I feel like it's something people shouldn't feel shame about.
Absolutely.
And maybe if people had felt less shame about it growing up, I wouldn't have taken 10 years to figure it out. 10 years.
Really, it shouldn't be on you, but unfortunately, that's the way she is right now.
10 years. And you know what? I had surgery. I have 5 scars in my stomach now. And I love them. I think they're really funny because every scar I've had so far in my life has been on the surface. So when you touch a scar on the surface, you know it kind of moves and everything.
Yeah.
These scars, because they go all the way inside me, it kind of feels like there's straws under my skin, and I can push the scar and it moves all the way into me. But you know what? I know that sounds kind of dark. They're very small. They're only very small scars. But I kind of love them because if I'm in pain and I'm questioning my sanity and I think, oh, is this all in my head? I can look down and I can say, you know what? No.
It's a physical reminder that you're good.
I spent 10 years doubting myself, and now I know. Yeah, so that's it, guys. This is going to be a bit of a longer video, but I thought it was important to sort of have that conversation with you.
Talk about it.
Now we're going to have a walk. Maybe go to the beach.
Yes.
I definitely have missed the beach. I also just like to say thank you because Liz bought me an iced coffee. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've spoiled me today.
Spoil the women in your lives. Do it.
Which one are you getting?
That one's Sun.
Sun.
I already have mine.
Get the full collection. Guys, so she just bought it and then she passed it to me and she had in her hand a little tag hidden which says, "For Lena." I thought she was buying it for herself, but it's for me.
Well, technically for Ben, but...
Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I wanted to get this for Ben so that him and I could play together. And I remember I mentioned to you that I was a little sad I'd have to wait 6 months to buy it because I just can't afford it yet.
Never tell me anything.
She just passed it to me. I'm actually a bit shook. So I'm gonna have to go buy her some lunch now. Thank you so much. I love. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it's got iridescent feathers.
Yes.
Purple and green shit.
What are you catching?
Picture with a Christmas hat.
Nuts.
It keeps breaking out. I'm even trying to like put it in great balls. So like, oh, please. I don't want it to run away.
I want to see.
Here, have a raspberry. Get in the bowl.
Have we got success?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's really cute.
So shrouded in
Oh no,
darkness.
it's just hidden.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can sort of see you a little bit. It's so dark.
I'm blinded by the sun.
Well, guys, I think we're going to say goodbye for now. I am heading back home for dinner and
I've got work tomorrow.
Amy's off work. I'll put a link to her channel in the description. It's Agro Pixie, so you guys can check her out. She's really cool.
Current hiatus. I'll be back soon.
She'll be back soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've stuck around for this long, comment something with bees below so that I know.
Twitter is also AgroPixie. If you hashtag with emu skirts.
Hashtag emu skirts. Why
Yes.
emu skirts?
Because it's something that'll be really easy to find and not many people will be using.
Fair enough. But I hope you guys having a good one. I'll see you again soon. And yeah, till then.